Hello everybody, I'm Samantha Hope and I'm the Graduate Recruitment Manager here at Shoosmiths, and today I am joined by Paula Swain, who is a partner and head of our Solent office. So we are filming from our brand new Solent office today, and if you didn't know, Solent is it's in Fareham. It's based right between Portsmouth and Southampton, so we're right on the south coast here, so lovely and sunny outside, just as you'd expect. Not. So today we're going to be talking about a little bit about Paula's background and experience and how she came to work at Shoosmiths. We're going to touch on what it is about Solent that keeps you coming back to work every day, and also as Paula has been an assessor on our assessment days, it'd be really nice to hear about what things have impressed you on assessment days previously. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that you can ask questions at any time. All you need to do is just type the questions into the comments, and we will get to those at the end of the video if you've asked a question. And we would love to hear from you as well, so we want to know, where are you watching us from today? So just type in the town or city or village where you're watching us from. So Paula, let's get started then. So let's hear a little bit about your background and your studies and how you came to be a lawyer.
So this is going back quite some time now because I'm getting quite old. So this is 25 plus years ago. I graduated from the University of Southampton. I read law there, absolutely loved it and thought this is a career for me. But I also wanted to take some time out before going to law school. So I had a year out and I went to work for various companies. I worked in Jersey in the Channel Islands and actually worked for a bank there and for a law firm doing some paralegal work. I thought, hey, actually this is good, this is what I want to do. And it was litigation. I'm a litigator now, and I fell in love with it there and then, thought, this really is the career for me. So I came back to do my LPC at Guildford, and then I went straight into a training contract. And I went into a training contract with a firm based just down the road, and I stayed there until I was a partner. I was there for 17 and a half years, and then I was asked by Shoosmiths if I'd like to come to join the firm. It was a great opportunity, and I've been here almost 3 years now.
Okay, fantastic. So could you tell us a little bit about the area of law that you now work in?
So I lead the commercial recoveries team for the firm. Essentially what that means is that if a business is owed money by another business, they sometimes need lawyers to help them to recover that money. And my team is expert in that field, and so they use litigation processes to recover sums. So essentially we're going to court to get money back for our clients. Okay,
perfect. And so Shoosmiths has been based in Solent for quite a number of years now.
Over 25 years.
Yeah, and but you've just moved into this brand new office at Whiteley Business Park.
Yes.
So just tell me a little bit about why there's been an office move and what it is that you expect out of the office move. So do you expect growth of this office? Are you expecting there to be more opportunities coming up for trainees? And just, a little bit about why we're still in this area.
All of that, yes. So our old office, where we've been for 25 years, was on 3 floors. And so we had various teams who perhaps would come in at the beginning of the day and go to their respective floor and then not see any other colleagues from any other teams for perhaps a whole week or a month at a time, depending on what was going on, because lawyers are very hard working, so they get to their desks, they hit the keyboards and sometimes forget to chat to one another. So one of the key objectives for having our new office, where we're on one floor plate, is to open up those communication channels and to encourage people to get to know each other better, because through that collaboration and that togetherness comes opportunity, and we're already seeing that. And there's been a massive uptick in terms of the sort of warm feeling that we have in the office as we come over to this new office here in Solent.
Yeah, lovely. So a lot of our Shoosmiths offices are now working agile.
Yes.
And you are an agile office here. So what would that mean for a trainee? How would that be a benefit for a trainee going into an agile working environment?
So it means that you're not fixed to a desk, you don't have ownership of a desk. So you can move around and you can get to know other people within the office, which is great, because if you're a trainee perhaps working in our real estate team, you might actually be sat next to one of our partners in our corporate team, and so you might actually listen to and hear about a transaction that's taking place. Now for me, I absolutely love the law, and I find it very intellectually stimulating, so for me the idea of sort of listening in to what else is going around the office is great fun. And you get to know lots of people. So if, for example, you're in a team where there's a big transaction going on and perhaps some of the senior people that you would normally report to are out of the office, you have those relationships that have been built, so you can then look to other people for support, and it's natural that they would offer that support because they know you and they have that bond. So it's good, I think.
Yeah. Yesterday we held an event in our Solent office, and we held it in what's known as the Village Square.
Yes.
So that's a really nice area in the centre of the office, which is, I guess, a kitchen area.
Yes.
And a really good area for breaking out into kind of group discussions for events and collaborating on things. And we shared a video or a snapshot tour of the Solent office yesterday, so do check that out. It's on Facebook and Instagram now. So tell me a little bit more about the area in particular then. So the Solent area, what is it about this area that's keeping you coming back?
For me, it's the natural landscapes. It's the absolute beauty that surrounds us. We have lots of gorgeous villages on our doorstep, and so we have that country lifestyle available to those who want to be in the country. We also have some great cities and universities and lots of cultural events going on, and we also then have the sea. And for me, that's the big draw. I absolutely love being by the sea. I live in Poole in Dorset, and I travel here each day, and for me just being by the water is absolutely key.
Do you do any sailing?
No, I just like walking by it. I have a little dog, so I end up doing lots of dog walking on the beach and throwing the tennis ball quite a lot.
And what, for a trainee who's looking for perhaps a national or regional firm and wondering about the differences between firms that are based in London predominantly, what is it that would be more attractive about the Solent area?
Well, for me, I can probably give a personal answer to this, insofar as I had a choice between being a trainee in a city firm or coming to a regional firm. And for me, I realised that I wanted good quality of work and good relationships and the opportunity to take responsibility fairly early in my career. And I got that in a regional firm. I felt that if I'd gone to a city firm, I might have been lost at the photocopier and not got quality work. And so that choice really worked out for me, and I was made up to an associate 4 years into being qualified. I was then a partner at 7 years, and the reason I got there so quickly was because I was able to have that personal responsibility, take ownership, and really get stuck into things I enjoyed doing.
Okay, so a quick career progression, more responsibility, and getting to know your colleagues better.
Exactly, that's how it felt to me.
Yeah. So in this office at the moment, you've got about 106, I think, people in the office currently.
About 120 now.
120,
yeah.
Perfect. And do you have any specific targets within a number of years that you want to increase the office by, or anything like that you can share with us?
I'd love to increase the office to about 150 people. We've got some new partners coming into the office in the real estate department, the corporate department, and also pensions, and so there's lots going on, I think, that we could be very excited about. Plus our litigation offering is growing, certainly my team and our commercial litigation team, and I see us having the opportunity to create a real powerhouse there for litigation. So yeah, lots of things to do. Yeah,
sounds really exciting. So let's talk a little bit about your time as an assessor on our assessment days. So as part of our assessment centres every year, we invite partners and senior associates and our trainees to be part of the assessment panel. So for you, based on your experience of what you've seen and the trainees that you've had in your office, what is it that impresses you on an assessment centre?
I think it's meeting the range of individuals that we have coming to our assessment centres and seeing them as they go through the various tasks that we set for them, and then having the opportunity to interview the candidates, and learning about their journey and what it is that gets them up each day out of bed, what makes them want to be a lawyer, and what their values are, and what sort of person they are, what drives them. I find that really fascinating, and I like exploring that with them and seeing what their journey is and why they've made that choice.
Yeah. So you used to look after the trainees in this office,
Yes.
And we have a dedicated training principal in every location that's responsible for the seat rotations of our trainees, and also their well-being. And Paula was our training principal in this office before taking up the role of head of office.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your role and why that was an interest to you?
Yeah, it's about people, and this business is very much about people, and so we care for the well-being of our trainees and all our staff, and the training principal's role is very much about mentoring and being that person that a trainee can go to and discuss things that are happening in their day-to-day life, whether it's professional or indeed personal, and some of the challenges that they might be facing or obstacles they might have to deal with, and offering that support, but also talking about career progression, and giving them someone they can talk to who doesn't have an agenda in terms of what the next seat might be or what their career progression might end up looking like. So it's that mentoring and sort of guiding hand, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you maybe perhaps a little bit of a personal question, but it's certainly something that's a hot topic and has been for some time, about, and particularly last year when everybody was talking about the gender pay gap. So you're a female in law, but you're a partner and you're the head of this office, so that's a fantastic and probably inspirational role to be in to many junior lawyers. Have you overcome any particular hurdles being a female in law?
I think probably juggling home life is the biggest challenge, and all of the things that you have to do to just keep your life on the tracks, really, in terms of the simple things like washing and ironing and things like that. Just being able to find time to do some of those things, but at the same time finding time to relax, and to have time to yourself, and with those that you love in your life. So it's continuing challenge, I think, from that point of view. In terms of other challenges, absolutely not on the professional side of things. When I arrived at Shoosmiths just over 2.5 years ago, I really felt I'd arrived somewhere that was broad horizons and that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. And I was quickly asked to be the training principal. I then was given the opportunity to become head of office and to take the office from its old environment to its new environment. And so I've just been given challenge after challenge and really relished that. So from a professional point of view, definitely no obstacles. It's just the personal side, really, because you get so excited and so enthusiastic about what you're doing, you sometimes forget that you need to go home and do something there.
Yeah, that's really reassuring to hear. I'm sure that might be a worry for some junior lawyers or aspiring solicitors, and that's so reassuring to hear that you just get the same challenges. You just go for it. So that's fantastic.
I don't always succeed.
So let's see if anybody has asked us any questions. If you have got a question, you can just type it into the comments to let us know, and we will answer that for you. So finally, I guess, Paula, what advice would you give to an aspiring solicitor? Somebody who's perhaps thinking about starting a career in law, not quite sure what direction exactly they want to go into, but is pretty sold on a career in law.
I think try to get some experience in a law firm, if you can. It's really hard, I know, in terms of finding those opportunities, but there are lots of paralegal opportunities out there. The law is nothing if not about relationships and about the people that you get to know in your career. So if you get the opportunity to go into a law firm, or indeed into a legal team in a company, or another format, say for example barristers' chambers or something like that, then please do take up the opportunity, because you can talk to that when it comes through to the application process and any interviews that you have. But the more important thing, I think, from my perspective, is that it really locks in your determination and your commitment to the career, and you can speak to that as well when it comes to interview. You've been through it, you've seen it, and you can tell the interviewer that story, and that passion and enthusiasm is there.
What is it about Shoosmiths, if you could sum it up in a short sentence or a few words, what is it about Shoosmiths that you love?
It's like my favourite chocolate bar. I just can't get enough. It is a fabulous firm, and I'm very lucky to work here. Particularly the Solent office is just full of warm and lovely people, and who are exceptionally good at what they do. So I'm very proud to be a partner in this firm, and particularly leading the Solent office.
Paula, do you have any questions that you want to ask me?
Do you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I love it. You might be able to tell my voice is going slightly today. My team has been out doing, this is our third day of events, and a little bit too much shouting, I think, and getting excited and enthusiastic at the event, so it's weaning a bit. But yes, I absolutely love doing this. One of my favourite things about my job is meeting candidates and aspiring solicitors, and showing them a little bit of an insight into Shoosmiths and a little bit of an insight into what a career in law would be like for them, and seeing them really enjoying themselves. So thank you so much to everybody we've met in the past couple of weeks at our events.
No, it's been good. Sounds like a good week.
Busy but good. Are there any questions that have come in? No, we have not had any questions. If you've got any questions that you want to ask us, if you're watching this video after the live broadcast, you can still ask them, or you can drop us a private message and we will get back to you straight away. I just want to remind you that our application form is open on our website. The deadline to apply is the 31st of May for training contracts. So if you would like to come and join Paula in this wonderful office in Solent, then do get your application in as soon as possible. We'll be back live soon, next month. You can check the next dates and the topics on our Facebook events page. But thanks for watching today, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.